Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob, and I like sports. Welcome back to another edition of JK Sports. Today, I want to talk to you guys about my thoughts of whether it is the right time to bring Tua in for the Miami Dolphins. So far this season, Dolphins are 3-3. We won games against Jacksonville Jaguars, San Francisco 49ers, and last week against the New York Jets. And Ryan Fitzpatrick hasn't done that bad. He's done pretty well this season, winning us these first three games. And as a whole, we are moving in the right direction to with the plan that Brian Flores, Chris Greer has put into place to elevate this team from a team that was regularly going 7-9 to hopefully eventually get to a point where we're in the discussion each and every year. So we're doing well this year. We're one place out in the AFC East. Why is this the right time to bench Fitzpatrick and put in Tua Tagovailoa? So the first thing I'll say is I don't believe Fitzpatrick's been as good as everybody thinks he's been. He is a absolutely lovable guy. My favorite player in the Dolphins the last 2 years has been Fitzpatrick, and I believe all of us can say that he brings so much joy, so much happiness, so much energy to the team. Team really buys into him, and it hurts me to say that he's not as good as we think he is. Now he'll go out and play absolutely wonderful. He has the games like he had the week 3 against the Jacksonville Jaguars where he was the leader of our team, brought us to the win. San Francisco 49ers, had a few nice passes to Devontae Parker, Preston Williams. And then last week against the New York Jets in the first half, he played really well. However, that's 3 games. What happened in those other 3 games? New England Patriots, we lost, wasn't his best self. Against Seattle Seahawks, the 32nd rated defense, or 32nd rated defense against the pass, which is literally the worst in the league. We lost. He had an interception in a really poor moment of the game. And then second half of the Jets game, even though we won it, he still looked rather shaky. It was a questionable performance in the second half after a great first half, but that is who Ryan Fitzpatrick is. I don't want to tear him down too much. However, I think a little bit of his skill set is we justify him not doing as well because of how much of a lovable guy he is, the energy he brings to the team. And don't get me wrong, that's all fine and dandy if he's the only quarterback that we have on our roster who we think can compete for us. We saw in every place he's been replaced eventually by somebody else. 2 seasons ago with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they really couldn't figure out whether they wanted Fitz or Jameis Winston. And Jameis Winston was not loved at all by that locker room, and they still had a debate between Fitz and him. So we do give Fitz a little bit of leeway for some of his lesser moments, and eventually that did have to come to an end. And it really, I can't stress this enough that it is unfortunate to see Fitz react the way that he did. I'm really sorry for the guy. We know how much he loves football. We know how much he loves getting out there each and every Sunday, taking hits, making nice throws. I mean, you could just see it trying to get the Jets to jump off sides last week when there was like 5 seconds left on the play clock, and he realized that he wasn't going to be able to do anything. He made eye contact with the linebacker across from him and starts smiling. The guy loves the game. He's in love with being on the football field and competing each and every Sunday. So it does really suck that this is what had to happen in this manner, and he reacts this way. However, he did know that this was going to happen. He did know eventually that, hey, we got this kid named Tua. We think he's our future. We think he's somebody who can take us to a Super Bowl eventually. Will you please do what you can to mentor him, be at his side, answer questions, give him pointers on game day, just help him develop. And that's what he's done. And we are very grateful for him to be able to do that. However, you do have to get to a point where Tua needs to go in. Let's look at the other 2 quarterbacks who came out of the draft this last season. Joe Burrow has played week 1. While he hasn't played amazing, it's not really his fault. That they probably have the worst offensive line in the last decade, really. He's on pace to break the sacks record. I think he's on pace to be sacked almost or over 70 times, which I believe that would be a record. So that's not really his fault. However, what he has done, he's had a few 300-yard games, has really done well to not make too many mistakes. And then you look at Justin Herbert with the Chargers, who got thrown into the situation, obviously, after Tyrod Taylor had a lung collapse due to a punctured lung. So those 2 quarterbacks have came in and done well. Herbert is somebody who, personally, you guys know I wasn't too high on in the draft, and it seems he's been a better pro quarterback than he has been ever a college quarterback. And I think Tua is better than both of those guys. I think he's better than Burrow. I think he's better than Herbert. I think he's better than any of those quarterbacks in the draft. So why is now not the right time? I keep hearing the question, is the right time? Well, why not? Why isn't it the right time? If he's the most talented, if he's more talented than Fitz, which apparently we think he is if he's starting, and he's healthy, I had to argue with my dad who was trying to tell me that he's not healthy. Why wouldn't we have a third quarterback on the roster if Tua wasn't healthy? Why would it make any sense to have Tua in a position where he could be going in at any moment in time if he wasn't 100%? Now, obviously, that can change. It's football. We saw Dak Prescott, someone who's been very consistent, very reliable. One play can change your whole life, really, with his snap ankle. So I'm not saying Tua is for sure never going to get injured again. However, clearly he's at a point where we believe he's healthy enough to go into the game. So he's healthy enough, he's good enough, and he has the trust of the coaching staff. And that is something that I do hold a lot to because I have a lot of trust in Brian Flores. Brian Flores, since he's joined the Miami Dolphins, has inspired a lot of confidence in fans, which we haven't felt in a long time. People like me, people like us that are 20 years old, I don't believe we've ever had that confidence in the Miami Dolphins. We've seen 2 playoff appearances since really we've been born. We lost both of those in the first round, of course, being to the Baltimore Ravens back in, I believe, 2010 when we won the division when Tom Brady went down. And a couple years ago, we made the wild card and lost to the Steelers in the first round. So we've never had promise of continual success from the Miami Dolphins. And that's something that Tua brings. He is the future. He is now the present. So why not now? He is our guy. And if our coaching staff trusts him, if he is good enough, if he is healthy, why not now? And if he does come in, I do think we'll continue the success that we've had these past few weeks. We've gotten our hardest part of the schedule out of the way. We've played the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, Seattle Seahawks, 49ers. Those are the 4 of the toughest teams you can face in the NFL. Now, later in the season, we got to play Buffalo, Patriots again, as well as playing Kansas City. And this week, we do got to come against Aaron Donald, or come against the Rams who have Aaron Donald, which is not exactly the most ideal to have your future quarterback come in against one of the best defensive tackles in NFL history. So that's not ideal. However, this is somebody who he's going to have to face anyways. If you're going to be a NFL quarterback with a long career, you're going to have to play each and every player, really. Anybody who's worth a crap, you're going to have to play against them eventually. You play every team you at least play once every 4 years. So you're going to have to play likes of Aaron Donald. You're going to have to play J.J. Watt. You're going to have to play his brother, TJ Watt. You're going to have to play good defensive players. So bye week is the best opportunity to learn, to be able to prepare, get extra time to prepare. And I believe this was the plan all along. Either that or put him in against a weaker team. Our bye week was originally slated for week 11, I believe. And that's when I thought he was going to be put in. So I believe that this was the plan all along, to get him to the bye week, get Fitz to the bye week, and then put Tua in. It's just unfortunate for Fitz that it's come so early in the year that he's had to be put on the bench. And I really do hurt for the guy. I really feel bad for the guy. However, I'm happy to see Tua. You guys know that Tua is somebody that I've been the leader of the fan club for basically the last year, over a year, really. If you look back to the beginning of the Alabama season last year, when Alabama had the ball, I was an Alabama fan. I wasn't really. I was a Tua fan. However, I wanted to see that offense kick. I wanted to see some great throws. Now, in defense, please score all the points on them as possible. However, when Tua had the ball in his hand, I wanted to see him work because I saw the kid. I was like, I believe in that guy to be the future quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. Now, it's unfortunate the situation in which we got him, of course, being he got injured, was out for the season, and then the Bengals ended up taking Joe Burrow. If he was fully healthy, I do believe that Tua would have been taking number 1 overall, and I do still think he is the better of the 2 quarterbacks. So, all in all, I am happy that this is what we're going to be able to see. I'm going to be going to that game in 2 weeks on Sunday, and I really hope to see a good performance out of Tua, and I really hope that the locker room is going to be able to recover from this, because we all know the state of which Fitz was loved by the team so much. Each and every player. Kyle Van Noy was on press conferences saying like this is Fitz' team, like just 2-3 weeks ago, saying like yeah, Tua is great, Tua is coming in, but this is Fitz' team. So clearly the locker room had bought into Fitz, and I'm sure everybody was shocked about Tua. It's unfortunate that it was released to the news in a way which it was. Apparently, there was a leak within the Dolphins organization, which they're trying to figure out because Brian Flores wasn't the one who actually released it on the day that it was released. He talked about it the next day. So it's unfortunate that he wasn't able to address the team properly in a way that he would have liked to try to ease the tension whenever that decision was made. However, the decision has been made. Business is business. It sucks for Fitz. However, I do think going forward that with Tua as our quarterback, it will be the right decision, and I really do believe that he can lead us to success now and in the future. Do you guys think this is the right decision? Do you guys think we should have rode the boat with Fitzpatrick for a couple more weeks, or are you happy to see Tua in? I mean, I'm sure we're all happy. However, I'm not sure we're all happy with the way it was done. But please let me know in the comments down below. It's good to be back making a YouTube video. It's been a long time. I haven't had the motivation. I haven't had the time really to make a YouTube video. So it is nice to be able to record something and get it out for you guys. But thank you all very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.